What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game, we have VerteX playing as our red Byzantine, spawning in the north of... Wait, this is Dry Arabia, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Dry Arabia. Over here in the south side, we have ShellBeeTV as our orange Order of the Dragon. Yeah, pretty sure this is Dry Arabia. Yes, it is. I'm just not really used to seeing it not dry. It's very green. So whenever I see Dry Arabia like this, it just throws me off. One moment. So this is gonna be another one of those openers. It's not a very common opener that we see for our Byzantine. Mainly because this telegraphs a lot, so you know that they're going to be going for an early mercenary. The only time that I actually see a build like this is if they're going to be trying to take a trade post mercenary camp or mercenary house. Ooh, that's not bad. He could go for the Manganai. This one has Sapahi. That one's not that good. I would probably rather go with the Manganai, just because it's going to allow for more pressure on like the little outskirts if the Order of the Dragon decide to push out a little bit, which they will have to at some point. Like if they start grabbing the berries, you could do it. You could do little run bys here and there, pick off the golds. It does force a lot more towers than what the Sapahi would, because you could always just go for Gilded Spearmen in order to defend against the Sapahi. Can't really do that against the Mangadai. Single cistern, nothing too special for either of these players really going on. Most likely, let me see. Let's go into our speculative mode. For the Order of Dragon, most likely gonna go into Aachen Chapel. I would say an Aachen right here, just so you could get the stone and then you have berries. Out of sheep, that's some idle time right there. Was that 3-4 villagers idled at the moment? Ooh, that is not good. Not good at all for our Order of the Dragon. Aachen. Oh, the Aachen is going to go down right next to the town center. I do not like that placement at all. Ooh, yeah, I don't like that placement at all. You're getting... That's a lot of idle villagers, Shelby. Ooh, that is not good. Comes back just in time. Still, that was probably a total of 20 seconds of worth of idle villagers. Not all 9 of them at the same time. There was like 4 of them that were idled for way longer than about 20 seconds. He only had like half a sheep left. Over here with our Byzantine, already has quite a decent amount of olive oil saved up, so it's only a matter of time before he ages up. He will be going for the Imperial Hippodrome. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I really don't like... One thing that it does tell us, though, when they do go for the olive oil that early, or when they do go for the berries that early, it really does show that they will not be going for a Grand Winery, because there's no point in going for berries that early if you're going to go for the Grand Winery, because you get 60% more olive oil if you go for the winery then into berries. But this Imperial Hippodrome does come down. He is going to be a little bit more active on the map in order to do some harassment. I don't really like the Imperial Hippodrome against Order of the Dragon, simply because one Gilded Spearman is more than enough to take on 2 horsemen. I think they do like 50 damage in a hit, because it's... No, more than that. Oh no, not 50. They do about 30, 40. Yeah, like almost 40 damage in an attack, because their base is 16 and then they get plus 20. Right? Yeah, I think it's plus 20 to cavalry units. So they do a lot of damage. Anyways, anywho, going back to this positioning that I do not like. And he's pulled off of, Shelby has pulled off of gold. So all his villagers are currently on wood and food. Archery range coming down. Okay, so in this case, the Imperial Hippodrome is gonna be able to pay off quite significantly because archers instead of gilded spearmen, or gilded archers instead of gilded spearmen. So our Order of the Dragon player basically blind countered themselves. While we do see the barracks coming through as well right now, which is fine. For our Byzantine player, Mercenary is coming through, going with the Silk Road contract. Gonna start getting the javelin throwers out in order to counter the gilded archers. But what is going to counter the gilded horsemen? I mean, the gilded horsemen, the gilded spearmen. 2 archers are on the field for Shelby at the moment. They are going across the map already. Have they been scouted? I'm pretty sure they have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been scouted. First horseman is on the field for VerteX, not Vortex, which is actually pretty delayed, in all honesty, because his age up came through about a minute and a half, no, about a minute ago, well, about minute 30 ago, and barely sitting on 2 horsemen right now. He should have been up to 3 with Expalatoris by now, but he's only sitting on 2. Third one is about to pop. Yeah, they're 14 seconds, so I'm not entirely sure what VerteX was doing behind this. His resources were probably eaten up quite a bit. He was most likely lacking the resources, of course, in order to get it. But considering he did go for the Imperial Hippodrome, he needed to be a little bit more aware of what his resources were at. And now we do have 4 javelin throwers out on the field that are going to start poking down these gilded archers. No, he's attacking the gilded spear. Why? Just kill off. Like, I get wanting to kill off the spears, but if that was the point, oh, yeah, if you were gonna be that scared of the gilded spearmen, then you should have went with the longbows instead in order to pick off the spears. That way your horsemen would be able to deal with the archers. Instead, he went for the javelin throwers to try to pick off the gilded spearmen. Like, that doesn't seem right to me. Yeah, the javelin throwers are going to be able to deal with the spears as well, but now you have, oops, I dropped something. But now you have 2 archer counters and no spear counters. Shelby is currently sitting on 5 gilded archers, 4 gilded spears. VerteX on 5 horsemen, 4. Oh, are they gonna? No, okay, they're not gonna be able to get the javelin thrower. And sitting on 4 javelin throwers. Fortification, or not fortification, arrow slits on the first outpost. There is a second one. Where's the second outpost? Oh, over here at these berries. And then he still has pocket berries right here at the northernmost part of the map. Little bit of an attempted harass over here onto the berries. Gonna get completely shut out by that outpost with the arrow slits. No fortification coming through for either of the outposts. Wheelbarrow has been started for VerteX. Double broaded axe has finished for Shelby. And it really doesn't seem like there's been a lot of back and forth, but in all honesty, it doesn't really seem like much has happened, not gonna lie. One villager might finally go down after, oh, second one does go down to the bitey infantry, not to the archer. 2 villager kills for Shelby, none for VerteX. even though there has been a lot of harass over the last like 5 minutes, it's just been very back and forth. Like nothing really has happened. There is a decent chunk of horsemen over here on the east central part of the map. Back at home, Shelby is, or not back at home, in total, Shelby is sitting on 30 villagers and 30 military, 8 gilded archers, 6 gilded. Oh, these javelin throwers are poking out too far. 6 gilded spears and a gilded horseman are out for Shelby. VerteX sitting on 11 military, 35 villagers, 7 horsemen, 3 javelin throwers, and that's it. 5 villagers are still here on the berry bushes. They're going to jump inside of the outpost, do a little bit of damage with the additional range and damage as well from the arrow slits. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what VerteX is doing, unless he's just trying to get up to castle. I don't know if that's going to be the smartest thing to do, considering there's such a huge military force just outside of your base. He is still trying to get some damage in. Does he have Expelliarmus? Yes, he does. Okay, so at least he has that. A couple units may go down. No, unable to get the gilded spearman. He needs to just dive at this point. He needs to go in, pop, triumph, and try to kill whatever he can. Golden Horn Tower is the landmark of choice. Of course it is, because Cistern of the First Hill is not good. Well, okay, I take that back. It is good. It's actually really good. It's just super situational and niche. Like if you're going to be going for a fast castle cataphract, then yes, Cistern of the First Hill is absolutely amazing. Being able to just heal up your cataphracts multiple times too, because you're going to go Imperial Hippodrome, you're going to pop Triumph, get the 25 health per second while in combat to heal them up, and then you're going to go into into Flask, Cistern of the First Hill in order to get the ability Flask and then heal them up again. Yeah, no, it's amazing in that situation. But that's very niche, and that is like, if your opponent scouts that out and knows that's what you're going to be going for, all they have to do is build like 12 spears and that's it, and your entire freaking build is shot. If they build any spears defensively in the beginning, which they should because they scouted out your Imperial Hippodrome, good luck getting any real damage done with that build. Even then, even after saying that, I have been able to take a couple games off people with that build, because it's just, it's so all in. It's super all in. It's so fun though. Seeing the cataphracts just going in there, so fun. Anyways, back to this game. VerteX is sitting on 43 villagers, 16 spears, 16 military, 7 javelin throwers, 5 horsemen. He hasn't used Triumph, I don't think. No, he has 28 points. Oh, yeah, these horsemen are not going to be able to do anything. They were attempting to get some work done over there on the gold. And now we have a monastery coming down for VerteX. He's going to start moving out and picking up a couple of those sweet relics. Not much going on with either of these players. It's been, what, let's say 6, 7, about 8 minutes worth of attempted harass. The first kill for VerteX does go down, or the first villager for VerteX. Good job there. 1 villager kill for VerteX, 3 for Shelby. He is gonna try get a couple more. There's nothing over here though. There were a couple villagers over here to the north, but he did just use 28 stacks of Triumph for a single villager kill. We have cataphracts on the field now, 2 of them in total. 3rd one does come out. Love the cataphracts, but that was horrible timing on using those Triumph points, because they would be a lot better for our Byzantine if he had them available for the cataphracts, in order to just charge in right now, pop Triumph, get a ton of damage in. These cataphracts are getting split off from the rest of the army, which is fine because they're also taking a lot of Shelby's army with them. 20 or 48 military for Shelby, 12 spears, 10 archers, and 2 gilded horsemen. Keep in mind, all these units are gilded for Shelby. It just takes too long to say gilded in front of all of the units. Castle Age does come through for Shelby. It is the Regnus Cathedral. Makes perfect sense since he did go for the Aachen Chapel, which is already one of their economic buildings. Go for the second one. It's considered a religious landmark, yes, but it works as both the cataphracts do go down. It works more as a eco unit or eco building instead of your good old-fashioned religious building. Cataphract is going to be able to, well, I think the Cataphract actually got 1 kill already. 6 villager kills so far for VerteX, 3 for Shelby. Able to pick off, VerteX is able to get a couple more villager kills here and there, but we're gonna see what they end up doing. Like I said, there's just been a lot of small skirmishes here and there. There hasn't been any really big, come on, javelin throwers. Oh my god, VerteX, come on. You guys are Conqueror 3 players. You guys are at least top 250. What is going on here? The javelin throwers are now focus firing down the gilded archers one at a time. Cataphract Varangian guards in the front are tanking a lot of damage from those spears. Meanwhile, in the back, we do have more villagers going down as well as prelate. And the prelate was able to sneak one of the relics into the outpost. No emergency repair on that. It will get torched down, and that will be denied. The first gilded knight is on the field. Look at how freaking beefy that guy is. Look at how beefy that knight is. This is a huge knight. Really, really nice. VerteX does decide to back off after denying the relic over here on the southwestern side. Not necessarily denying, well, yeah, let's call it denial. Okay, it was 3 lumber mills that got deleted in order to start building more farms around the Aachen Chapel. Need to get that farmage. Quite a few villagers did go down for Shelby, 9 total, and it does hurt them a lot more than it hurts your normal civilization as well, since it does take them an additional 4 seconds to get their villagers up. So 24 seconds instead of the standard 20, but that's because they do come with a lot more health, bonuses, things of that nature. For instance, well, it's inspired, but they have the normal carry capacity like an HRE unit, but they also gather resources 25% quicker. Under the Aachen Chapel, it does make it 35%. That's why they are worth, well, just off of base, that's why they cost more, and it also takes longer in order to make them. This prelate could get killed, but both of those horsemen and the cataphract might go down to that single gilded knight. Over here on the northern part of the map, we do see a little bit of an attack coming through from Shelby. Gilded knight, crossbow, and archer. VerteX, come on, what are you doing? One of the horsemen does end up getting killed by the gilded knight. There's like, I don't understand what these guys are doing. I really don't. Shelby has had such an amazing position in feudal to be able to potentially end the game, but instead decided to just back off, allow VerteX to get into castle. And now, even then, like, Shelby has been in a pretty good position. Walls are coming up on the southwestern side and on the northeastern side for VerteX in order to stop any type of run bys from coming through. If there is going to be one, it has to be right down the middle. Do we have border settlements yet? No. If you are a Byzantine player, please grab your border settlements. It's 25 wood, 50 gold. It's on your house, 20 seconds. So it's not even like it takes up time on your blacksmith or anything else. It's on a house. Increases your range and production speed by 500%. Like, that's just absolutely insane. It's so good. And now we do get one of our first major battles going through, popping off over here. Nice focus fire on the javelin throwers, onto the archers and crossbows, but there is a knight in the middle of it, in the middle of those javelin throwers, just two-shotting them from what it seems like. Slowly but surely, it looks like VerteX is gaining some ground right here. The Varangian guards are tanking quite a bit of damage from the man-at-arms and the spears. All the ranged units will be going down for our Order of the Dragon. And now VerteX will be able to push into the base of ShellBe. More and more villagers will be going down. 39 military for VerteX, 62 military, 10 Varangian guards, 10 Lamentinai, 10 javelin throwers, 4 camel raiders, 2 crossbows, and a horseman for VerteX. Meanwhile, for ShellBe sitting on 46. Ooh, is he gonna be able to get that before he gets in? Yes, nice little pick off on the prelate there. 47 villagers for ShellBe, 13 military, 3 gilded man-at-arms. GG gets called. Game goes to VerteX after a very, very decisive final battle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.